Welcome to day 4 of the 2019 Texas Premier Baseball West Championships. Alongside Kyle Stanley, I'm Phil Stafford. We're powered by New Balance, and in day 4 of the 5-day tournament, we had just 8 teams remaining in contention in each championship bracket.
And we had no time wasted in getting to some fireworks. A lot of great games, but we're going to take you to one of those exciting ones right now. Heading over to the championship bracket for 17U, Building Champions and the Dallas Mustangs squared off with a wild one. We skip ahead to the 5th inning. Jake Dolish unties this game with a beauty of a safety bunt, and putting the cherry on top, he gets to first with a single. So heading to the final inning, Building Champions needs 3 outs to seal the win, but with the bases juiced for Jake Hardgrove, this sound of the bat tells the whole story.
About halfway down the line, I was like, this one might go out.
The grand slam makes it 11-8. Final at bat for Building Champions. Michael Pelosi grounds this one to second. Sean Marquise slides past the bag, and that's enough for the umps to call interference. Dallas holds on to win and advance in the championship bracket. Final score 11-9.
Special, it's pretty exciting. It wasn't the championship by any means, so we still got work to do, but I'm glad that we ended the day on a good note.
In the consolation bracket, we find the Houston Heat 17s matching up with Lobos Baseball 17s. First batter of the game is Samuel Massey for Houston, and he likes this pitch, drives it to the gap in right center. It hops over for a ground rule double. Lobos pitcher Chris Coleman follows up with 2 strikeouts, so he's just about to get out of the inning, but Hunter Basner has other ideas. Basner drives in 2 runs. Houston takes the early lead. In the top of the 3rd, same score, but the Heat are pressuring Coleman again, but this time he finishes the top of the frame with the K. Starter for the Heat was Connor Gilchrist, and he was effective from the get-go. He allows 5 hits, 2 runs in 6 innings, gets the dub, and he's our player of the game.
It felt really good. Arm was kind of iffy today, but we worked through it and just went out there and threw as many strikes as I could. They're hard working. They know that I'm going to have a lot of ground balls coming to them, fly balls to the outfielders. They know what's coming.
Taking a break from the action, I'm joined now by Jason Krug, the tournament director and event coordinator for Texas Premier Baseball. Jason, how long does it take to put a tournament like this together?
Well, this is something that you just don't put on overnight. This has actually been about 8 months in the making.
Mm-hmm. And we know there's a lot of people behind the scenes that are working to make all of this happen. What's the rough estimate of how many guys are going behind the scenes here to make something like this go without a hitch?
Phil, we are very blessed to have a fabulous group that's working behind the scenes. I am very blessed and honored to be the tournament director and event coordinator for Texas Premier Baseball. But there is a large group behind the scenes that has put a lot of effort into making this a fabulous event.
Absolutely. We have certainly enjoyed covering it. We look forward to doing so many more years in the future, so we'll get right back to the action.
In the 17U consolation bracket, it's the Houston Warriors hosting the Belmont Gladiators. Let's take you around the Warrior dugout before this one gets started.
Hey, who did your eye black, bro? Me. That's not good. See, he's too good to talk to the camera. Hey, Fuqua, how long did it take to grow out your mullet?
Couple days.
Couple days.
You don't grow out a mullet to haircut. So actually about 30 minutes.
We're feeling very confident today. We've been working hard. He's got to hit his spots. We're going to win this game today.
Feeling pretty good. Feels great to be out here.
Man, a few words. That's what I like.
The Warriors use small ball throughout this game. First inning, Kenny Duthka and Sebastian Trinidad pull off the double steal. Later in this at-bat, this ball barely gets away from the catcher, but Duthka has made up his mind. Good choice. He scores. It's 1-0. Later in the inning, the small ball approach backfires when Kent Michael guns down the Warrior trying to steal. But Houston holds on with great pitching and defense. Final score in this one, 4-1.
Still in the 17U consolation bracket, Waco Storm matches up with Texas Republic Baseball. Reed Cromie takes control of the camera for us in the Storm's dugout prior to first pitch.
This is my boy Griff, all the way from Chicago. Oh yeah, there we go. Getting the knee brace on. Yeah. Rendon and Scotty, outfield squad. It's my boy CJ. He's like one of our only long pants wearers. That's Coach Brewer over there. Yeah. See what we got going down in the bullpen over here. My boy Cody Stone with the Dirty Miz, warming up in the bullpen. P.O. David, what's up, man? Coach Thorne. Oh, yeah. Let's dub, baby.
In the first, Waco jumps out with the hot bats. They scored 3 runs to lead off the game, but Texas Republic responded in kind. They scored 2 runs in the bottom half of the inning. This one, a solo shot to right by Boston Burris. The Storm didn't lack any offense as they scored in every inning. They come out on top in this shootout 12-8.
Time to check out the 16U championship bracket. Beaumont Gladiators Brown taking on the Texas 12 Black team. This one was all Texas 12. Top of the third, it's 2-0. Peyton Leon thinks he's got a single into right, but check out the play by Fulton. Somehow keeps enough balance to get the throw off to first. Home half of the third, Weston Dean smacks a clean single to right. Fulton scores, and it's now a 3-0 game. Skip ahead a few batters. Bryce Jones doesn't leave any room for doubt on this swing. A 3-run jack, and 12 mercy rules the Gladiators 9-1 in 5 innings.
We'll wrap it up in the 17U consolation bracket. We have 2 teams from Albuquerque to feature here. The Rio Grande Ravens versus Mac Elite. We'll pick it up in the second. Bases loaded for Mac Elite. Damian Salcido on his horse tracks this one down and keeps a run from scoring from third as well. Next inning, it's Damian Roddy at short, flashing the leather on this short hop to the backhand, and he knows it was a good play, flashes the smile too. Later in the third, Christian Ibarra Segura trying to steal home, but he's beaten to the plate. Derek Romero applies the tag. Mac Elite prevails in this battle of Albuquerque.
Definitely cool playing against these Texas teams coming over here. I think it's better, playing better competition. We don't get to see that a lot, but it's been pretty good.
On Sunday, we'll have a culmination of nearly a year's worth of work for all of the Texas Premier Baseball staff and those officials here in Albuquerque who have helped us put on this fantastic tournament. It should make for an exciting championship Sunday.
Truly A-class tournament. If you weren't here, you got to get here next year. And if you weren't here, you also got to check it out on our website, which is texaspremier.org, and also on Twitter @TexPremier. For Phil Stafford, I'm Kyle Stanley. We will see you on Championship Sunday.